hello, and welcome to hopefully another edutaining episode of Create Simple Meals. So today's recipe, I'm gonna be honest, I was up late night watching one of them late night infomercial shows, and they got this pasta maker I want. Anyway, so the chef that's on there, I ain't gonna mention his name, he did this dish, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try my own twist on it. But while we getting ready to get set up, folks, please, please, please hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so you know that we're on. Please like and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, and don't forget to tap into us on TikTok. For this recipe and all previous shows, please visit createsimplemeals.com. If you want to correspond or send some ideas, email me at askme@createsimplemeals.com. While you're on there, hit that chat button. You can talk with me directly. And please share this video with your friends and family alike. As always, folks, you know on this show we only have 3 rules. You must have passion, you must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. So, for today's show, we're doing, it's basically a pasta Alfredo, but we're doing it with a little bit of prosciutto. So we're taking about a pound of fettuccine pasta, which we already got boiling here, just some salted water. Then we're going to heat up right now and get that started. Some olive oil, some butter. We're going to saute off some onions and garlic, put some prosciutto in there, a little bit of wine, and we're going to get to the business as my homeboy who I see, Charles, is watching. Thanks for support me, brother. Always say let's get to the money. All right, so let's go ahead and get this on. First thing we're going to do is make sure we got everything we're supposed to have. First we're going to do is go ahead and get this olive oil heated up. As I said, I already got the pasta done. For those of you in there, thank you all. I can't mention everybody up, but cousin Auntie Pam, Aunt Rose, thank y'all for tuning in, Sister Barry. Now, one thing this recipe calls for, and I know y'all heard it time and time again, please follow this. Whatever wine you cooking with, make sure it's wine that you're willing to drink. So the wine that I'm drinking is actually the wine we're going to end up cooking with on today's show. As always, this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy. First ever tax prep company that's built from the ground up for you and me. Self-Lodge Planning for all your current and future travel needs. Please hit up Self-Lodge Planning. For your unique gift ideas, hit up For You by Me Creative Designs. And for your customized t-shirts, hit up Petty Phrases. If you got something to say it with your chest. All right. You know what? I am missing something. See, when you're doing stuff by yourself, you get kind of confused. Let me grab this butter out the refrigerator. It's funny, I tried something new today, and I'm trying to put these, put this butter in here. Both of my burners, and as y'all know from previous shows, I've had issues with the electricity. So I was laughing at myself. If you remember that episode, or that part on Hustle and Flow, when they was getting ready to do the rap, and they had to turn all the sound down and the fan down, I kind of felt like that today. All right, so we're going to get here and melt this butter in its already hot olive oil. Turn it down a little bit before it starts burning. And as that's getting down, we're going to add in about a 1/4 cup of onions. We're going to saute these down until they get translucent. And then we're going to add in that garlic. Again, if you just now tuning in, today we are doing a pasta Alfredo. Basically, the only difference between this and other Alfredos, we're going to add a little Parmesan to it. We've already boiled off our pasta, sauteing some onions and garlic. Going to add that prosciutto in there. Take some of this white wine and deglaze that pan. Add some cream, and we're going to keep building up from there. Let's see here. All right, let's add in a little bit of this garlic. Ow, that hurt. And now that that's getting all nice and fragrant, we're going to take this prosciutto and we're going to add this in. Now, folks, this recipe is going to go super, super quick. Break some of this prosciutto. Now, prosciutto is one of them meats. It says sliced thin, but I'm going to tell you right now, just hand tear this stuff. Prosciutto is one of those meats that kind of stick to each other. I hate trying when I'm doing like prosciutto wrapped asparagus, or on nights when the family and I want to have wine and cheese night trying to tear prosciutto. You don't have to use prosciutto if you don't want. You can also have made some bacon in advance. You can also 86 the meat altogether, add in some mushrooms, and keep this a vegetarian meal. You can play with it. But today we're doing basically a fettuccine alfredo with some prosciutto in it. All right, now that's starting to loosen up some. Now, for the wine. We're going to put about a 1/4 cup of dry white wine. I'm using a Pinot Grigio here. Again, folks, even though wine don't have that much alcohol in it, if you are over an open flame, do not put alcohol over an open flame. I'm using the induction burner, so there's no risk there. Like I always get that disclaimer out because in today's world where everybody get cancer, you got to make sure you cover yourself at all ways. Which say, Sister Barry? Yeah, chicken actually works as well too. I actually on creativeformeals.com, we have a recipe of a jerk Alfredo, but we did it with zucchini noodles for our low carb month, and that came out pretty good as well. All right, so to that, we're going to add in about 1.5 cups of heavy cream. I would love to tell you I'm just that good, but I bought 16 ounces and I used 4 of them yesterday. Usually I would have had a measuring cup. But 1.5 cups of heavy cream, and you want to reduce this down, add in some salt in here and pepper. And you want to bring this up to a simmer and reduce this down to half. By the time that gets reducing, or have reduced, this pasta should be ready. Again, folks, if you're just now tuning in, please hit that subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, hit that notification bell so you know we're on. Like and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram, and please tap into us on TikTok. For this recipe and all previous ones, visit creativeformeals.com. If you have any ideas or questions, email me at askme@creativeformeals.com. Hit that chat button to talk with me one-on-one. And please share this video with your friends and family. All right, our pasta, I just got my reminder saying, yep, it's done. Let me drain this out. And we can turn this off and let my glasses defog, and we'll keep on cooking this. Now, add a little olive oil to this pasta, not because the recipe calls for it, but if I don't, it's going to stick. And this is starting to reduce somewhat. Let's go ahead and add in a little bit of Parmesan and about 1/4 cup of fresh chopped parsley. Now on the show I was watching, they made they pasta with fresh parsley and a bunch of other stuff. So I keep seeing this infomercial, and as my friend April said, I'm always buying the gadget. Chances are, between now and Christmas, I'm gonna buy me a pasta maker. All right, that's almost reduced down. Again, if you're just now tuning in, today we are doing a Alfredo style pasta We've already boiled off some fettuccine noodles. Then we took some olive oil and melted some butter. For that, we sauteed off some onions and garlic, tossed in our prosciutto and a little bit of dry wine to deglaze that pan. Add in a cup and a half of heavy cream. And now we put in some kosher salt and some black pepper. We're getting ready to grab these peas and put that in there as this continue reducing. Give me 1 second. And yes, you are using frozen peas. So now we're going to add in just about a 3/4 cups of frozen peas. Now, because in this household, I'm the only person that like peas. My niece Tony, who's watching, hey Tony, my daughter nor my wife like peas. Yes, you can put something else. I started to use spinach, but I just like the way these peas look in this dish. But by all means, play with it. You know, here again, we only have them 3 rules. You must have passion, you must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. So if you want to practice with some spinach over some peas, by all means, do it. I won't tell if you won't tell. All right, because them peas will thaw out pretty darn fast. And this sauce is almost reduced to where I want it. Now I'm going to tell you right now, just because the fat man in me is always going to be the fat man in me, I'm about to add me some. When I put it into that, this sauce into them noodles, I'm adding me some more cheese. Why? Well, because why not? While this reduces, I'm going to grab me a plate to put it up on. Give this a little taste test if I need to adjust anything. Nope. That's going to be about it. All right, folks. So now that that's done, I told you I'm going to add me a little bit more cheese. Let's go ahead and pour this on in here. Bring this over so y'all can see a little bit better. And then all you want to do is take some tongs and just toss that all together. And that's it, folks. A pasta Alfredo. Let's go ahead and grab us a plate and see what this here tastes like. Now, this is one of the meals, I promise you, picky eaters, especially your children, they will enjoy this. Also, what you can do is hide in some extra vegetables in there and trick them. I ain't going to put too much. My wife told me, you know, sometimes when you be tasting on the show, your mouth be too full. Well, you know, I like to eat, and if the food is good, I'm sure going to try it. Let's go ahead and see what this tastes like, folks. Wow. Thankfully, I salted my, I forgot to mention that in the recipe, I salted my water. So when you're doing your pasta, just a aside, about a tablespoon of salt for 4 quarts of water you're making your pasta. Trust me, it makes your dish a whole lot better, and you don't have to add any extra salt when you're cooking your meal. Just for a quick recap, today we did do a pasta Alfredo, or I'm sorry, fettuccine Alfredo with a little bit of prosciutto in it. Took a pound of fettuccine pasta, then we melted some olive oil and butter together, sauteed off some onions and garlic, threw in some of that prosciutto real quick, let that deglaze, added in some dry white wine, and about a cup and a half of heavy cream. To that, we added in a little bit of kosher salt, black pepper, some Parmesan cheese, and some frozen peas. And that is all it is, folks. As always, please remember those 3 rules. You only have to have 3. You must have passion, you must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. Until next week, when hopefully we'll be bringing you another edutaining episode of Create Simple Meals. Please don't forget to practice. Please send me your ideas. Please send me your thoughts, your comments. Love you, folks. See y'all next week.